Big development in Tarantaran attack case. Pakistan's hand now exposed. Cops confirm RPG used came in from Pakistan. Probe in RPG attack in Tarantaran gathers pace. Several gangsters under lens. Many raided. Big breaking news coming up next. Big fight erupts in Maharashtra over Mumbai economic offences wing investigation into Uddhav Thackeray's assets. Massive revelations breaking at 6 p.m. Kabul hotel frequented by Chinese targeted. Gunshots and blast seen and heard. Republic live from Afghanistan. Anger among Hindu groups as umbrella used for deity is used for Tamil Nadu Chief Minister's wife. A black umbrella is used for the gods. Hello and welcome. You're watching the Monday edition of This Is Exclusive. We have two big stories lined up for you, starting with that attack that took place in Tarantaran just a few days ago. For years now, India has been and again been a victim of Pakistan's terror plot. Today again, it is confirmed that the attack that took place at Sarhali police station in Tarantaran on 10th of December was a plot none other than by Pakistan. The police have now confirmed that the rocket launcher that bombarded the police station had come from Pakistan. Shells with PK markings have now been recovered during the Tarantaran attack probe by the counter-intelligence wing and Tarantaran police. Notably, 3 vehicles, 2 bikes and a car are also suspected to have been used by the perpetrators in the terror attack. So what is it that we know so far? In fact, Republic TV was the first network to have got their hands on that CCTV footage, which essentially goes on to indicate how the attack was carried out. In fact, there was an intel input that had come in that these police stations closer to the border, remember this particular police station that we're talking about was barely about 30 kilometers from the border area, and it was suspected that this would come under fire. It turns out that despite that intel input that had come in for fortification of police stations like these, especially the vulnerable ones, no such action was essentially taken. In fact, Republic TV was on the ground to get you that report, the latest details that were essentially coming in. So what is it that we know so far? There is a clear Pakistani hand. In fact, let's just show you the pictures that have been accessed. The shells that were basically used have a clear Pakistani markings on it. We'll put out the pictures first and also the CCTV footage that has been accessed by Republic TV. The few seconds CCTV footage, which also has an audio where you can hear that loud bang, the explosion that takes place, splinters thereafter, which can also be spotted in the CCTV footage. We'll try and put that out, the visuals that have been accessed, and we'll also try and go across to my colleague Gursubran, who's getting us the latest details. Let's just take a look at this report that has been filed by my colleague Gursubran, a ground report that we have, and then we take you through some more breaking news coming in.
Window panes broken, wall damaged. On Saturday, 10th of December 2020, history repeated itself and a Mohali-like attack was done in Tarantaran. A rocket-propelled grenade was fired at a police station in Punjab's border district of Tarantaran. Director General of Police described the attack as a strategy of the neighbouring nation to bleed India by 1,000 cuts.
Our investigation is proceeding on the right lines. We have identified the prime suspects in this case. 4 persons who provided logistic support, who provided the motorcycle, they have been detained.
RPG was smuggled from cross-border?
Yeah, this was smuggled from
So
cross-border.
that is a clear-cut indication that who is smuggling the RPG from cross-border, he is the one who is hatching the conspiracy?
That I cannot say at this stage. We would soon be disclosing all the details.
This speculation has today turned into a reality with Pak's hand coming out in the open. The cops have confirmed that the rocket launcher was made in Pakistan. Not just this, 400 mobile numbers are under police scanner and 3 vehicles suspected to be used in attack. Gangsters in contact with Satpreet Satta are under lens. Remember, this RPG attack is the second in the state in the last 7 months. This leads to question on the deteriorating law and order situation in the border state of Punjab and how are these Pak mischiefs given a free hand. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, in fact, getting you the biggest scoop in the case, where according to sources, Harvinder Rinda's Pakistani network conspired the RPG attack in Tarantaran, and that the attackers were trained through YouTube videos. It is also to be noted that the attack was with a similar modus operandi with that of the RPG attack that took place at the intelligence headquarters in Mohali. So the big takeaways that we have right now, that this is Rinda's Pakistani network that conspired the RPG attack. The modus operandi is similar to that of the attack that took place outside the intelligence headquarters in Mohali a couple of months ago. And the attackers were essentially trained through YouTube videos. In fact, 3 people have been detained so far by the Punjab police. We'll try and go across to my colleague Amandeep, who's getting us the big breaking news right now. Amandeep, a quick recap of what we know so far, and then we'll also bring in an exclusive interview that's been done by my colleague Gursimran of the Jammu and Kashmir DGP, indicating the Pakistani link. But what is it that we know so far in terms of the investigation that has been carried out so far?
Well, Shivan, 4 people have been detained, and all are those who have provided the logistic support and the bike that was used to fire the RPG outside the police station. And in fact, Pakistan link has been directly emerged into this entire conspiracy. And even the police sources in the intelligence has also been confirmed that Rinda's network has entirely plotted this entire RPG attack in Tarantaran. The motive behind is they wanted to utilize and alive the network, overground workers network of Rinda, and even trying to give a message that still that the activities will remain continued. And that is the reason this RPG was supplied from them to the to Tarantaran. And in fact, they utilized all 4 locals who have been detained by the police. They all are the locals, Shavan. And in fact, they have provided the logistic support to the attackers even after the attack also. They marked the entire geographical area, which is the possible outreach and from where they can easily escape from that. And that Seriali police station that is exactly located on the national highway and nearby the border, that is a very nearly target to them, and they easily access the Tarantaran, and in fact they easily brought the RPG and launcher along with on a bike. And this attack happened on a bike. Bikers came and they from the outside of police station they fired the RPG. And meanwhile, the intelligence sources also revealed that they were not much trained. The attackers who has took the training through the YouTube, they have not physically trained. Otherwise, the damage of the hit could have been much higher, which is now. And in fact, that RPG was fired from a very short distance, and that cannot give the maximum hit as well. And that is the reason it was partially exploded, and the damage was not very much. And the most important point is the target was not the police station, was not the Sampark center. The motive behind is to spread the terror, to give an indication that these kind of activities will be continued even after Harvinder Singh Rinda, who has died in a Pakistan hospital. And in fact, his network is actively backed by the ISI, and they are continuously providing the weapons and the financial support to these overground workers in Punjab. So this is the entire modus operandi. The way Harinda was hatched the conspiracy of Mohali intelligence RPG attack, on the similar lines, this conspiracy was also hatched. And the way the launcher was thrown at a distance from the intelligence office in Mohali during the attack, the same line has been taken by these attackers also. So this is the entire conspiracy so far.
Thank you very much, Amandeep. Well, thank you very much, Amandeep. In fact, the Jammu and Kashmir DGP, Mr. Dilbag Singh, spoke on this issue a short while back. Let's listen it. We'll also try and get him on our show about the Pakistani link. Another big breaking news now coming in the Tarantaran RPG attack case, where the Central Intelligence Agencies have raided the house of Khalistani terrorist Lagbir Landa. Sources tell us that no one was present when the raids were carried out. It is to be noted that his residence is around 15 kilometers away from the Sarhali police station that was attacked using the RPG. Let me go across to my colleague Gursimran, who's getting us that big breaking news right now. The Central Intelligence Agency is now carrying out these searches. 4 people have been detained so far. Gursimran, what more are you picking up? The Khalistani angle is abundantly clear. seeks for justice has already announced that pre-legal aid would also be provided to all the accused in this particular case. So one cannot take away the fact that not only the Pakistani link, but the Khalistani link is also pretty much established.
Yes, Chavan, there is no doubt to it that there is a certain Pakistani-Khalistani link in this case, as this has been executed on the directions of the Pakistani ISI. This was the directions were given and executed by the gangsters, those who were in touch with the Khalistani terrorist. The name of the Lakbir Landa has come into fore, and the central intelligence agencies have raided the residence of Lakbir Landa. We are told that today early morning the raids happened and they were there. No one was inside the residence of Lakbir Landa. The house was thoroughly searched, and also the room that is in the fields, that was also thoroughly searched by the central investigating agency, one of the agencies that have come from the national capital to investigate this case. And they almost spent 2 to 3 hours while doing their searches in the residence of Lakbir Landa in the village Harike, which is at around 15-kilometer distance, we were told, from the place where the attack has taken place. And earlier agencies are also saying that there were some of the audios of Lakbir Landa that came into fore, in which he has threatened of similar kind of acts to be carried out by his cadre. So they are linking those threats to this attack, and also what they are saying that his possibility of his being involved in this attack cannot be ruled out, because he was regularly in touch with the handlers and the gangsters in the Pakistani jails for the dropping on the directions of the Pakistani ISI, because Firozpur and Tarantaran borders are actively being used by the...
Getting in some more big breaking news, staying on the story, it seems that the probe has spread further, not just limited to terrorist Lakbir Landa, but gangster Manpreet Manna, Nirmal Singh, Nachatar Singh are also being grilled by Tarantaran police and the counter-intelligence wing. They are said to be in touch with foreign handlers. Let's put out the names of the gangsters. Manpreet Manna, Nirmal Singh and Nachatar Singh all are now being questioned by the Tarantaran police. Let me quickly get a word, 30 seconds response coming in from Gursimran right now. Gursimran, tell us a little bit more about who exactly is Manpreet Manna, Nirmal Singh and Nachatar Singh, and how exactly are they connected?
See, these three gangsters are in jail for extortion, for murder, and they are inside the Shri Goindwal Sahib jail, where the teams of the Tarantaran police reached yesterday afternoon. And these three gangsters, along with others, are at present being questioned. We are being told that there were a regular Manpreet Manna, who is one of the three gangsters. He was in regular touch with Satta, who is at present in Europe, and he was following his direction. Apart from that, Nachatar Singh and Nirmal Singh, they were also said to be in touch with Manpreet Manna, and they were working along with each other from inside the jail. That is something really very serious for the central agencies, and also the Tarantaran police is looking into multiple angles, but it is being said that they were operating from inside the jails, and their links, the forward and backward linkages, and who came to meet them, how they managed to get hold of the mobile phones inside the jail, that all is being probed by the Tarantaran police as well as the Punjab intelligence wing.
Well, thank you very much, Gursimran, for getting us the latest details. A story that we're far ahead of rival networks. A close watch on what's really happening in Tarantaran and the impact that it has on the border state of Punjab. Why exactly is this happening? What's the situation of the law and order in the state of Punjab? All this and much more on the other side. Big fight in Maharashtra over Mumbai economic offences wing investigation into Uddhav Thackeray's assets. Massive revelations coming up next.
Powered by ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited. Smarter steels, brighter futures. Tata Capital. Palak झपकाओ, लोन पाओ.
या तो पास्ट को पकड़ के बैठे रहो या फ्यूचर देखो.
Good luck.
लक वो तो खुद बनानी पड़ती है.
आप इतनी दूर हमारे लिए?
आपकी मेहनत कहां से कहां पहुंच रही है। मैं आपके एक साइन के लिए यहाँ नहीं आ सकता। हो गया आपका अकाउंट ओपन।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल।
धन्यवाद।
एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
अमृत काल में विकसित भारत के विराट संकल्प के साथ तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है भारत। आज विश्व भारत को एक वैश्विक लीडर के रूप में आशा और विश्वास के साथ देख रहा है। फिर वो चाहे पर्यावरण हो या अर्थव्यवस्था का प्रबंधन, घरेलू स्तर पर राष्ट्र सामाजिक और आर्थिक विकास के नए आयामों के साथ लगातार आगे बढ़ रहा है और विकास के इस अभियान को गतिशील बना रहा है। आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ आयकर, समय पर आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ एडवांस टैक्स देश के विकास में एक महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देता है। अपने एडवांस टैक्स की तीसरी किश्त 15 दिसंबर तक जमा करवा के आप भी देश के विकास में अहम योगदान दें। कंपनीज, कॉर्पोरेट्स, सैलरीड एम्प्लॉयज या फिर वो व्यक्ति और संस्थाएं जिनका TDS या TCS कटने के बाद भी कर देयता 10,000 रुपए या उससे अधिक है, उनके लिए एडवांस टैक्स देना अनिवार्य है। अधिक जानकारी के लिए www.incometax.gov.in पर लॉग ऑन करें। प्रत्येक आयकरदाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
There is a way to open a world of opportunities with the most reputed companies of the world. The way 96% of our students secured placement last year, with top ranks and coveted accreditations to show for them. The MBA programs at the Amrita School of Business. Admissions have opened. Apply now.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना।
वो सपना जो बुना, तुझे लगा गुनगुना।
कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
इसलिए ग्रीन लैम्प लैमिनेट्स, सपने आपके, लैमिनेट्स हमारा। अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
Come what may, with Apollo tires, have a wonderful day.
उत्तर प्रदेश वैश्विक निवेश के एक बड़े केंद्र के रूप में उभर रहा है। ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर समिट की कर्टेन रेजर सेरेमनी में जापान, इजराइल और सिंगापुर समेत दुनिया के कई देशों के प्रतिनिधियों से सकारात्मक फीडबैक मिला है। इजरायली कंपनियों ने अभी तक 6 सेक्टर में निवेश की इच्छा जाहिर की है, जिसमें रक्षा, सूचना, प्रौद्योगिकी और कृषि क्षेत्र शामिल है।
Well, getting you the second big story on this is exclusive. Once again, the Thackeray family now under the scanner. This time, the Economic Offences Wing of the Mumbai Police has initiated a preliminary inquiry into the allegations of former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and his family members amassing disproportionate assets. Now, in the PIL, the complainant mentions that though the Thackeray family had no official source of income, it had amassed huge properties in a metro city like Mumbai and neighboring Raigad district, which could run into crores of rupees. The Thackerays, on their part, sought dismissal of the PIL on the ground that it was without any factual foundation. Their counsels pointed out that the petition was absolutely bereft of the material and filed purely on assumptions. In fact, we've also accessed some exclusive documents which we are going to put out in a short while from now. Their linked media is now under scrutiny. It appears that a four-fold increase in the profit during COVID. In fact, I'll request my colleague Alicia to perhaps take us through some of the documents that have been accessed by Republic TV. But before that, let me also bring in our executive editor, Rhythm Anand Bhardwaj, who's joining us on this broadcast. Rhythm, you've also seen the documents that have been accessed by Republic TV. But before I get into the specifics of the documents, I would like you to tell our viewers a little bit of what has really transpired in the court. As we understand, the Maharashtra government has gone before the court indicating that a preliminary inquiry has already been started by the Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing.
Absolutely. This plea that has been filed by a Mumbai resident, Shravan and Alicia, is very clear. They want to probe by the central agencies into these documents that have been accessed by you both. The court has reserved its order on roping in central agencies into the investigation against Uddhav and his family. And, you know, as per the petition that we were reading out, that we accessed, that when Thackerays were in power between 2019 and 2022, they diverted money to their publications, which you are talking about, like the newspaper, Samna and magazine Marmik, which Uddhav's lawyers later said in the courtroom is an assumption. But they are saying, the lawyer, the activist who's filed this, the resident says that I want a CBI and the ED to conduct a thorough probe, an impartial probe into the DA assets allegedly of Uddhav Thackeray and his family. The petition's also very clearly stating that Bhire is in, there's a lot of talk about the lawyers. There's Aspi Chonai and Ashok Mundargi, who appeared for Uddhav and his wife Rashmi in the courtroom, and they said that there is no need to regard it. It's an abuse of process of the law. This is a bench of Justice Thakur and Justice Valmiki Menzies who was hearing this matter and said they've reserved their order. What I find very interesting, before I hand it back to you and Alicia, Shravan, is that Bhire also said in the courtroom that the court should issue an order for investigation in matters like what Parambir had said against the then Home Minister Anil Deshmukh. So a lot of things in this hearing that are coming out, all the skeletons of the government tumbling out of that time. So she says that she wants an investigation, whereas the lawyers question the maintainability and say there is no cognizable offence. But remember, a very important PIL that's now being heard in the Bombay High Court, on which the order will be out soon.
Well, thank you very much, Rhythm, for putting this into perspective. Let me also bring in my colleague, Alicia, as we get you the other big breaking news now coming in. Republic has accessed exclusive documents which shows that there was a likely four-fold increase in the profit during COVID. And this is the data that we have access to, the financial statements of Prabodhan Prakashan Private Limited. In fact, Alicia, I'll request you to take our viewers through the documents that have been accessed, which essentially goes on to indicate that there is a significant rise in the profits, but there is no clear official source of income.
Well, yes, Shravan, because we know at this point of time where the Economic Offence Wing has been investigating into the case, and that has already been informed to the Bombay High Court where the petition has been filed. Well, there are some of the important points that I need to raise, where it's clearly mentioned that there was a raid, the recent raid that was conducted by Enforcement Directorate and ED in Maharashtra, which reveals some persons who are very close to respondent 5 and 7, that is Uddhav Thackeray and Rashmi Thackeray, and they have been closely interrogated and are still under the radar of respondent number 2, that is the Enforcement Directorate and Central Bureau of Investigation. It also mentioned that it is crystal clear that the huge undisclosed property, cash and other wealth found with those persons have a very close nexus to Uddhav Thackeray and his family member. So this is some of the things that has been mentioned, whether in the petition or also the documents which has already been produced before the Bombay High Court. So it's now the ball in the court of Bombay High Court, where soon they are going to review, and they are going to, Bombay High Court is going to pronounce its verdict. So this is the document that we have access, and there are some of the points that I need to mark, which I have already been marked and want to show. It's also stated that the petitioner states and submit that the present writ petition, the petitioner requesting to writ to Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate to investigate the complaint in detail under the supervision of Bombay High Court. Moreover, there are more important points which I need to mark here. So the petitioner also mentioned that as the Marmik and Samna cannot be the bread, butter and wealth earner for the family, considering their extravagant lifestyle, the political outfit, that is Shiv Sena and corporators and particular chairman of the Standing and Improvement Committee of the BMC, is their only medium of a source to create wealth. So here are the points that has been raised before the Bombay High Court, where the Maharashtra government has already ordered for a probe where the economic offence swing is, they have been investigating into the matter, but we'll see what will be the order that is going to come from the Bombay High Court.
Well, thank you very much, Alicia, for getting us the latest detail of the story that we will be tracking very closely.
संविधान यदि बचाना है तो मोदी की हत्या करने के लिए तत्पर रहो, हत्या इंदसाई कराने का काम। मेरा कहने का आशय था कि राजनीतिक चुनाव क्षेत्र में उनको पराजित दिला के इस देश का संविधान बचाओ। मोदी को पराजित करना आवश्यक है। मेरा उद्देश्य हत्या के को लेकर गलत तरीके से पेश किया जाए।
Can death threat be dubbed as a call to defeat? Debating tonight at 10 p.m.
अगर तू हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं लेगा तो हॉस्पिटल का लंबा बिल तू अपनी जेब से भरेगा। 1 करोड़ का हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सिर्फ 390 रुपए महीने से शुरू। पॉलिसी बाजार।
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा-थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
It's party time with the RGO Big Bold Sale. 50 to 90% off on the world's biggest fashion brands. Download the app and shop now.
या तो पास्ट को पकड़ के बैठे रहो या फ्यूचर देखो।
गुड लक।
लक वो तो खुद बनानी पड़ती है।
सुनो, फिर से शादी करनी। अब तो मैं रिटायर होने वाला हूँ, उसके बाद तो टाइम ही टाइम होगा एक दूसरे के लिए।
पर रिटायरमेंट के बाद लाइफ इतनी इजी थोड़ी होगी। HDFC लाइफ एन्युटी।
रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी सैलरी मिलेगी।
HDFC लाइफ एन्युटी प्लान्स दे लाइफ लॉन्ग इनकम, ताकि रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी लाइफ पहले जैसी ही रहे। HDFC लाइफ, सर उठा के जियो।
Advancing data center performance and energy efficiency to solve your most important business challenges. AMD. Together, we advance.
मेरी नजरों से चुना, तेरी हरकतों से सुना। कभी जीती तू, कभी मैं हारा, फिर भी खूबसूरत है ये नजारा, क्योंकि इसमें है खुला
कुछ मेरा, कुछ तुम्हारा।
अमेजिंग स्पेसेस के लिए ड्रीम लैम लैमिनेट्स, कुछ मेरा कुछ तुम्हारा।
Hey Rahul, what's up?
Hey, kicked about our first date?
Of course.
Benefits up to rupees 30,000 only at the Citroën C3 Carnival. Book today.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
ऑलराउंडर हम भी हैं।
और तुम्हारा किचन?
किचन
कभी स्टेन्स, कभी जर्म्स, तो कभी पानी। आपके किचन और बाथरूम्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट SP100, टाइल जॉइंट का ऑलराउंडर। MYK लेटिक्रीट SP100, जोड़ हो तो ऐसा।
Kabul hotel frequented by Chinese targeted, gunshots and blasts seen and heard. Republic live from Afghanistan.
ईरान यदि बचाना है तो मोदी की हत्या करने के लिए तत्पर रहो, हत्या इन द सेंस कराने का काम। कार्यकर्ता की उपेक्षा नेता की उपेक्षा होती है और
Congress leader openly calls for murder of Prime Minister Modi. Caught on tape, he tries to backtrack and say he meant defeat. Anger among a Hindu group says umbrella used for deity is used for Tamil Nadu CM's wife. A black umbrella is used for the gods. Big fight erupts in Maharashtra over Mumbai EOW investigation into Uddhav Thackeray's assets. As BJP MP tables private members' bill on the Uniform Civil Code, is BJP testing the waters on the UCC? SC pulls up Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's plea to dismiss defamation petition not allowed. Charges against Assam Chief Minister's wife backfires.